very happy. But there is only the first 5 we expect to be here, another 25 or so. But what we've been achieved, if we look back to 2015, it's amazing.
Yeah, those 5 years, we're talking about the partnership with SuperSport, of course, as broadcast partners, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. That's the highlight. You know, that's the most important thing that happened to La Liga in the continent in the past 5 years. Because when we arrived here back in 2015, we couldn't even watch La Liga in the continent. 5 years later, through this wonderful partnership and how good you worked along with our teams in Spain, now we do have an exclusive channel, 204. Our audiences are growing at a double digits every single year. And if you look at, for example, South Africa after lockdown, the numbers are just impressive.
Okay, fantastic. Now, talking about the exclusive La Liga channel, it's not just about live matches. I know there's other content that's there, La Liga TV. Can you talk to us about some of the content that people can watch on the channel?
Yes, because at the end, one of our objectives is to bring the fans onto La Liga more than the 90 minutes that regular match longs. So we create together, and La Liga channel is all about La Liga TV. So we bring content with our pundits, interviews, behind the scenes, what's going on in La Liga, what happened back in, let's say, 2015 or in the 90s, how the big clubs were created, how do we operate, because at the end, those things are very interesting and it brings La Liga closer to the fans.
Fantastic. Marcos, let's talk about the accomplishments, the achievements for La Liga Santander in SA for the past 5 years. So if you want to highlight some of them.
Well, the most important one, as I said, is the partnership with SuperSport and what is that bringing to us. But also, we are very proud of some figures like last season we spoke in over 30 different local languages for Africans. In Zona, in isiZulu, in many others, and in Swahili, and we're very happy about that. We grew, and right now we're sitting on more than 10 million followers just in Facebook and Instagram in Sub-Saharan Africa. We started with 0 regional partners, and now we have 7, like Hollywood Bets, for example. That is very good to us because it helps to activate more and more.
Okay, you just mentioned a strategic partnership with Hollywood Bets. You've got others. Puma, can you talk to us about some of these strategic partnerships?
Yes, that's very important to us because our main objective is to bring the Liga closer to the fans. And local brands, our international brands already established here, they help us to activate more and to target our objective. So, for example, with Budweiser, we created La Liga Comes Home, a wonderful experience in South Africa. During lockdown, that we were able to bring the ultimate viewing experience to our fans' home, since he couldn't go to a restaurant. Through a digital contest, we selected the winner, and then we brought to his house the kits of Atletico and Barcelona, La Liga trophy, La Liga merchandise, Hollywood merchandise, and Budweiser pizza, and everything delivered by Brian Baloyi and Jordi Sikasana. That's quite cool in our opinion. So these kind of things that we are able to create with our partners, and there's many examples. With Puma, we created a global campaign that was originated with Puma. It was a viral video. We got more than 500,000 views in less than 24 hours. It involved Puma ambassadors in South Africa, but also Luis Suarez, Jano Black, Antoine Griezmann, and influencers and players and Puma ambassadors from Mexico, Singapore, China, the US, and many other countries. So the idea was South African, but it became global. So these kind of success stories, we love them because at the end is South Africa and Africa bringing content to the global scene.
It sounds quite a lot. But let's talk about what the South African or the African viewers can expect from La Liga in the next 5 years, perhaps.
we can expect more events because we love them, because it's all about passion, enjoying, bringing people together. Over the last 5 years, we gathered more than hundreds of thousands of people to run in or to La Liga events. We brought Barcelona to play against Sunderland, Sevilla against Simba, Atletico to play in Nigeria. So we will also try to push for these kind of events, because at the end, to bring the clubs is always important, and we do operate as an anchor for them in the country. We're developing, for example, an interesting project with Villarreal for COSAFA's Under-20 tournament. So the MVP is going to be invited by Villarreal for an experience in Spain during 2021. So at the end is to create more ties and to bring La Liga closer to the fans and to Africa.
Yeah, bringing La Liga closer to the fans, I think it's a very important aspect of this partnership. You mentioned Barca were here a few years ago. Are there plans for more similar initiatives, maybe bringing a Real Madrid or even Atletico to play in South Africa?
Well, it's difficult, but we'd love to. And that's my job, to show to these La Liga clubs that they do have opportunities, and that South Africa or Africa do love them, and they love to see them here. Obviously, in terms of logistics, they are athletes. It's quite a challenge in terms of logistics, but that's something that we always want to look at and work towards it, but cannot guarantee it because it's quite difficult.
It's just a personal question. I know it's obviously it depends on the clubs, but if you were to the partnerships, or maybe the duel that you would want to see, maybe a Kaizer Chiefs or Orlando Pirates, against which La Liga clubs would you want to see such duels?
I like to have, for example, right now that we're working with them, Villarreal or Sevilla, maybe Betis. Betis just opened an academy in Zimbabwe. And those three clubs, even also Real Sociedad, because those four clubs, they playing really well this season so far. Real Sociedad has been top of the table till the last match day. Sevilla is doing really great in Europe. Betis is always entertaining to watch because they are a pure attacking team, and Villarreal is one of my favorites because how they always combine attack, etc. And I think they can face everyone in the continent. So those four, I think, will be quite exciting, and also to raise the profile of other clubs apart from the big three.
Okay, I would also want to see, those clubs playing against some of the big ones here in SA. Let's talk about grassroots football development. You mentioned Betis, they've got an academy just across our neighbors in Zim. Are there any other similar initiatives, other Spanish clubs, La Liga clubs, thinking maybe, development academies in SA or something similar?
It's something that we want to develop more and more, because for us, it's an area that there's enormous synergies to be explored between South Africa and La Liga. Enormous. The potential is, I cannot even imagine about it. But we always need to find the right partner here, also to bring the clubs on. But definitely, it's something that we'd like to have a look. We're doing quite similar initiatives, for example, with COSAFA, the one that I mentioned with Villarreal, but also as La Liga South Africa. We send in the two MVPs of the Under-17 women's and men's tournament from COSAFA to have an experience with La Liga academies in 2021. We send in at the end is one South African lady, and it is Zambian, and one South African guy, and one Zambian lady. And they will be traveling to Spain as soon as we can, maybe July, August. We still don't know because of COVID, to have that experience and get to test themselves at the end.
Okay, fantastic. Let's talk about viewerships. Obviously, you want the public to watch La Liga, but what motivation do you give them for watching? And of course, the most popular clubs in La Liga, most of the time when you talk to people, it's Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. You've mentioned Sevilla, also Betis also, but there are many other clubs.
Yeah, definitely. And the main I was looking at the standings yesterday, and between the sixth and the relegation area, there's only 5 points. So in two matches, you can be from relegation risk to Europa League. So this year, and especially this season so far, that Atletico is at the top, followed by Real Sociedad, Real Madrid, Villarreal. It's if you compare it to other top leagues, it's the most disputed one. Cadiz, and just recently promoted, he has already beaten Real Madrid and Barcelona. Yeah. Where is that happening so far? So, and football, the kind of football, the quality of football, in our humble opinion, is top of the world. It's combining its attack, its tiki-taka, its pure Spanish flavor, pure Spanish style. And that's one of the reasons that La Liga has been nominated as the best league in the world for the last 13 out of 17 years. So I'll invite everyone to watch, because when I do, I really enjoy it, and I think everyone can do so.
Fantastic. You also have got a number of derbies. It's not just one or two, but there's quite a few regional derbies there to talk about.
There's many of them. We got the Valencian Derbies that are played between Valencia, Levante, and Villarreal. We got the Basque Derbies. We do have in the Basque Country 4 clubs: Athletic, Real Sociedad, Alaves, and Eibar. That they are all in an area of less than, I think, 100 square kilometers, in a radius of 100 kilometers. So they're very close to each other. And at the end, a lot of people from Eibar lives in Bilbao, etc. So those are very passionate. And it's very interesting, because all those 4 clubs are following different models. But the 4 of them are doing quite good. Then we got the Andalusian Derbies. I think one of the derbies in excellence is the Sevillian Derby, Sevilla against Betis. That's very intense in Sevilla. And obviously the Madrid derbies. And this Saturday, we're going to be able to enjoy Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid, 10 p.m. on Saturday. I think it's going to be an amazing match. Both of them performed really, really well yesterday. They got qualified. So I bet that they are already focused on the Saturday match.
Okay, fantastic. And then in terms of, I know you've had this the public viewing experience for the fans, especially for your Barca, Madrid, the big games. Any plans for similar experiences?
Yes, as soon as COVID-19 allows us, we love to do events and to bring Mzansi together in order to enjoy these watch parties, because at the end you are with the fans, etc. And not only in South Africa, in all the places and all the countries where we do have representatives, in Angola, Tanzania, in Kenya, Nigeria, Cameroon, Senegal. We do love to do these kind of events, and indeed in some of the countries that COVID-19 allows a little bit to do small events, we still do it. Last one we did as South African offices was in Zimbabwe for the Betis Elche, and we're looking forward to do more and more, because I think everyone enjoys to watch a match with the friends, with fans, and grab up Budweiser and enjoy.
Okay, fantastic. Let's talk about the players, African players to look out for in La Liga, maybe this current season.
Well, I'm so sad that Ansu Fati got injured, but I'm still very excited about Samu Chukwueze. He scored the other day. And Villarreal, as I said, I like it a lot. Then the move from Kondogbia to Atletico Madrid, I think it will give him a bit more of exposure. And it's a guy that if his physical condition allows him, he can perform at the highest level. So those 3, I think, will be my favorites so far.
Okay, and then maybe for the Asian audience, I mean, I like Kubo.
Yeah, Kubo. Do you see the agencies in Japan and they're rocketing also, like everywhere in the world. Last season We grew just in Africa above 75%. This season so far, also was before of joining you, I was looking at the numbers, and they are awesome. So this kind of football, etc. Would love to have more Africans in La Liga. So far, we do have 45 already representing the countries in La Liga. That's why we say that we are not the Spanish league, we're a global league that is for everyone.
Yeah, and I think that is also represented in the number of the La Liga ambassadors that you have. I mean, the other day I was attending a La Liga event. It's like a global event. I mean, you go from South America, you go Uruguay, all across England and so forth. Eh?
Yes, because Spain is a 50 million population country, and we did have an audience above 2.8 billion last season. So our fans are not in Spain anymore. I do care about a Lesotho fan as much as I care about a Valladolid fan, because both are very valuable to us, and we need to care about all of them. That's why we deployed internationally to more than 46 countries with physical presence, but we cover more than 100 because we need to be close to them and understand them, work with them, and our ambassadors program that developed by Fernando Sanz is key because we got, for example, Karembe, Kanute, Forlan, those big guys that are the best representatives of La Liga.
Yeah, fantastic. Marcos, I keep on saying final question. This is the final question. It's and I'm being biased because I'm talking about the La Liga Essentials, the digital show with the SuperSport digital team there. They say quite an exciting initiative there. What can we look forward to, in the next season or so?
Well, I love that project because it's bringing together your team, our team, to work together and to develop a content interesting for the people that also has an African flavor. So for me, it's very rounded. It's a 360 degrees project. And we're very happy that apparently will be going on for a couple of years more. We're working on more and more scripts all together. You see the team, how they are digging for stories that can be interesting for the people. And I think right now what we can focus on is more on looking for a more African angle with former African players in La Liga.
Okay, fantastic. Marcos, thanks a lot for your time. And hopefully we see a Spanish La Liga team in the UEFA Champions League final. Eh?
Hopefully, and also coming to Africa soon.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, Marcos.
Thanks, you.
All right.
You okay?
Yeah, that's fine.